experience from year one, obviously playing a lot of snaps. I think all parts of my game can improve. And specifically, I'm looking forward to working on, tracking the ball, making sure that I'm improving on tackling, just communication, having clean eyes, being able to anticipate stuff a lot quicker. So, yeah, a lot of things.
And how can you develop chemistry with Kwon Alexander despite not being able to practice with him yet?
Yeah, I mean, just little things off the field, hanging out with each other. And I think we'll have plenty of time during training camp or, leading up to the season to do that too.
Your first impressions of him so far?
It brings a lot of energy. He's brought all the words. He's brought a swag to the group for sure. And I'm looking forward to seeing him out there running around. I know I see him during workouts. Looks great. So.
You guys were back behind the end zone watching some of practice today.
Mm-hmm.
What are some of those discussions like? Do you try to diagnose plays while you're back there, or are you just talking about summer plans?
Yeah. No, it's good to stand back there because then we can see everything. From that point of view, we go through close calls and seeing different adjustments, what we're making, and so. And most of the time we're just talking trash to the offense too. So we'll do that.
It's interesting you use the word swag. Kyle didn't use that word, but that's essentially how you described kind of the confidence boost within the defensive group. How do you see that shift that has happened so far?
Yeah, I think every year that we, get more of that chemistry together as a group, I feel like that's where it all gets to come out, our confidence. And the more we can play with that, the more that we're going to, instill fear into our opponents, on game day and leading up to the game, during that week. They should be able to turn on the field and be like, oh man, we got the Niners this week. So.
How much do the guys that have come in contribute to that?
You mean as in like the free agents
Yes.
or rookies?
D4 and
Yeah,
Kwon.
Kwon hasn't been out there he hasn't been on the field, but he's been out there and you see him jumping off the tape. I'm from the sideline. It's funny. D is everything as advertised, his explosiveness, speed. He works his tail off, and so we're happy to have those guys.
D'Amico said he put a lot on your plate last year, and obviously it was your rookie year.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like that was a good step? Do you feel like that's part of the process?
Yeah, I think they knew that they could rely on me. They never gave me too much. D'Amico was always checking in with me, making sure that I wasn't too overwhelmed, and whatever they told me to do, I did it. And they gave me more and more as I got more confident throughout the season. So leading into that last game of that last game against the Rams, we had a lot of stuff going in, but that's when I was most confident because, obviously in the last game.
Does it kind of help you going into your second year that you had all of that experience your first year?
Oh yeah, no doubt. Because I'm watching film right now and I'm looking at different things. I'm like, dang, I would have called that, or I wish I was out there so we could do this. But I feel like our defense is doing a great job right now. Guys who maybe would not have gotten as many reps or who are stepping up during this OTAs, doing an outstanding job. And so I'm looking forward to getting back out there with them.
Are you expected to be cleared right at the start of camp, Fred? And there's a lot of guys that have been out. What's the overall sense of a lot of people that are out, the anxiousness to get on the field and once camp comes?
Yeah, a lot of that you can't really, you don't have much control over. You just got to listen to what the trainers are telling you, and that's what I've been doing. They have a plan for me, and I'm just going to follow that. But yeah, it's just taking it one day at a time.
What is having three linebackers off the ball? How does that change what you do?
I don't think it'll change much, honestly. Obviously it has more speed behind the ball to be able to add another linebacker back there, and move around the field. But for the most part, I don't think there's gonna be much of a change.
Through OTAs and minicamp, who's the player that's stepped up in your opinion on defense?
On defense?
Yeah.
There's guys who have been here. There's a lot of guys who have stepped up, but somebody that's been flying under the radar, I think that should be mentioned, is Alex Brown, corner that's came in. He's done an outstanding job. He's shown up on tape to me. Obviously, everybody knows that Defoe and guys like that who have, they're taking the game to the next level. But I think Alex has kind of flown under the radar. He's been doing an outstanding job.
How does run defense change for you guys with the new alignment in front of you?
Yeah, I think with Coach Cassera coming in, they're being taught to come off the ball, hard and fast, and so they're gonna create a lot of penetration, which should create a lot of edges, and so it's just our job to make them right. As linebackers, we're behind the ball for a reason, so we can see everything and play off of them.
Is it more reading then? You guys are sort of you know, reading the play more than you had to in the past?
Yeah, probably. I mean, maybe a little bit. Not much though. I wouldn't say. When you're out there, just playing ball. I wouldn't consider like, oh, I need to read this. I need to read that. It kind of fits by itself.
What is it about Dre Greenlaw that makes him a quick study to the point where he can get all these reps with the first team, even though you guys are hurt?
Yeah, he's very smart. He's out there. You know, I feel like he's pretty confident in what he's doing. He's out there, you know, telling the DBs what they have or what he has. You know, good communication. He's fast, and you know, I feel like he's a football player at the end of the day. I mean, he's gonna go out there and make plays.
One more, guys? Unless you're good? Thank you, Fred.
All right.